Hey guys, welcome back. This video is just me leveling a ton of times since it's still pretty low levels, so it's quite easy to level up. And also it's the FWC, so once you hit level 30, you get double XP. And also, as you can see from my Pena, I'm like 140k off from the flask to get 50% XP boost. So I'm just picking up NPC items now to save up for that. And I just want to say thank you for the really kind comments from last video. It's pretty motivating. You might see the screen freeze a bit every so often because I forgot to put my RM screen on windowed mode. So every time I switch to that tab, the screen on this one freezes a bit. So sorry about that. But I do realize it like 3 minutes on from the video. Between 24 and 30, the leveling was actually not too good, in my opinion. It did feel a bit grindy already, because it's before you get your AoE skill, and it's also before the the FWC 100% plus 100% XP procs. So the XP feels very little, even though I'm getting like 1.5 to 2% per mob. It's just like the mobs are so spread out that it takes a bit of a while to level between these early levels. But I think once I get to the dumbbells, then that's when it starts being really quick. I don't know what the optimal weapon is for 1v1 mercenary, because the axe has a higher base damage, but the sword is a lot faster with its attack animation. It doesn't really matter because I just pick up whatever's the best at the moment. And here I'm just switching the party to contribution, so I'm gonna start seeing a lot more XP on the mercenary and a bit less on the assist. But that's fine. You want your main DPS to be a higher level anyways. And here I just got over 280k, so I can buy the flask. So this is a really important spike now, because not only am I going to get more XP, but I'm going to deal more damage and more drop. So I can basically be self-sufficient now with the Pena for buying these flasks. And you can see there's a big boost in XP gain as well. And selling again. Just 2 more levels till I can get my AoE skill. So the XP once you get to the dumbbells, it feels a lot quicker than where the Giggle Boxes and the Mantises are, because they're a lot more clustered here, so you don't have to walk as far. And just about to hit level 30. And this is the important spike now, because I get my AoE skill. I'm still pure strength. You don't really need stamina at this stage. And now the XP will start rolling in, because not only do I have my AoE, I also have the FWC proccing now. So it's gonna be a lot quicker. Just doing a test run. So it takes about 4 hits with the AoE skill to kill him. And that's with pure strength. If I was stamina, I'd probably take like 7 or so. And this is what I mean by the FWC proccing. It only procs up to level 30. And just gonna use my Vital Drink, because you get given 20 when you hit level 20 on the server. So I'll just use that instead of the drinks. There you go. So I can tank about 8 to 9 dumbbells, which is pretty good, considering there's like a 5 level gap. But I do get out of this area at like level 33, because there's actually quite a lot of bots that farm here, so it's kind of annoying. So I go to the Titania afterwards. And here I overestimate my tankiness. So I just get a quick res, and yeah. I lure like around 5 now. because I was still kind of low level for the Titamias. So you skip over this area like pretty quickly. Like it's still the same hour and we started from level 30 and after like what? It's like 15 minutes we're already level 35? 5 levels already? Which is pretty crazy. Already level 36. And I don't know why, but the card puppet feels pretty like they don't hurt at all, so I could tank quite a lot of them. And then here I got annoyed, so I switched back to the Titamias because of the card puppet's small ass hitbox. Kinda tilted me a bit, so I just went here. And here just doing a last hurt. Just before the hour finishes, and I level up, so that's pretty good. So at the start of the new hour I ended up moving to Rises and just doing the pranksters. I feel like these are the only viable AoE ones, because you could probably do the tombstones, but it's just like the hitbox is so big that every time you gather more mobs, you sometimes like click on the ones you've already gathered, or like since there's so many structures around, you get stuck pretty often. But the pranksters are like the perfect ones since they're not too big or small, and it's a pretty open field as well. So I'm just gonna be here until I think like 45 or 46. And it's gonna be pretty quick as well. What are the other ones? I think there's also Basques, but I don't like doing those at all. Because the one variant that's ranged is just really annoying. And there's quite a lot of those ones. So I think going from Card Puppet to Pranksters are like the best choice, if you're AoE that is. Go. And I'm making quite a bit of Penya now. I think I could probably upgrade to a new broom soon. So it's not as tedious going back and forth. And as you guys can see, we're leveling up so quickly. I think once I'm a knight as well, I'm probably gonna opt for pure strength again. Because it's really just the most efficient, and knights are tanky enough by themselves that they don't really need that much stamina or dexterity until like at least level 105 when you get to the desert. But even then, the items, like the 105 items, are pretty tanky by themselves. So we'll see about it. Here I'm just upgrading to a new broom. It's only like 9 kilometers per hour faster, but it should do the trick. And yeah, I am onto Darken now, and doing the Lianas. And now to the Walkers. That was a pretty big cut. But I just farmed the Lianas until I got enough for the quest items. And made 500k during that run. The Steamwalkers are probably the best to farm until I reach level 54 or 53 I think, and then I'll go straight to the Drillers. And I'm making what, 500k per run now, which is pretty good. So you want to go straight to the Steamwalkers because they spawn quite a lot in like a small area, so you can lure quite a lot of them. And they don't give you any debuffs unlike the Lianas, which is good. And it's an open field again, so you won't get, you know, obstacles in your way. That's why this is a pretty popular spot as well for leveling. Okay, level 53. And now we start heading into drillers. These ones did quite a lot of damage though, because of the large level gap. But ideally you want to go to higher mobs as soon as possible, because as a knight you'd want to equip the NPC items that drops, because they're surprisingly good, like the knight items, because they give a lot of defense. So you don't need to save up and buy the clockwork items. And yeah, that's why I moved to the drillers very quickly. But I think I ended up getting pretty unlucky because I only got like the suit. No, not the suit. Just the helmet and the gauntlets, I think. But the suit is the one you really want because that's the one that gives the most defense, and I unfortunately didn't get that. And that's the end of the hour. So we ended up reaching level 54, which is pretty good. And just, yep, finishing quests. So here's the gear I currently use. Just the stuff you pick up, NPC items. You don't really need anything else. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.